So these are the three things your diesel needs for a long and happy and healthy life. The fourth thing it needs, kind of optional, but they like to be worked. So put your foot into it every once in a while. Nice fish. Okay, there's three things that are of the utmost importance when you have a diesel. If you want it to stay running, that is. Starting with the most obvious, you have to keep clean oil in it. The oil actually will look dirty about 5 minutes after you change it. But what happens is if it's not changed often enough, the viscosity breaks down. So they recommend, I think, like 12,000 miles or something for this particular motor. It should be changed every 12,000, and that's too far apart. I change it every 5,000 kilometers. And mine is still up and clean. I just changed it like 2,500 ago. Now, one of the less obvious things is the air filter, and with lots of vehicles, it's not like gas vehicles, it's nowhere near as important as it is with a diesel to have a clean air filter. Now these air filters on these 6.4s, they have a little thing here, and what it is it's a switch that it will come up on your dash when to change your air filter. When you want to take that message off your dash, you push this and reset it. But I'll just take a look in here anyways. I think that this one here, I changed it about 20,000 kilometers ago. Okay, I don't even have to take it right off to see that it's still okay, but I have to keep it in mind that it's going to be needing to be replaced. Now the next thing, and less obvious, there's two fuel filters. Because you want to have clean air, you want to have clean oil, and you want to have clean fuel. There's two fuel filters on this. There's one up beside the oil filter on the top of the motor, and there's one down in the frame rail. The frame rail one is a hassle to change, so it often gets neglected. The top one here gets changed more often, but see, now I'm coming up to about the time when I'm gonna have to change the bottom fuel filter. But another thing that you have to do, and you're supposed to do it, I believe it's like once a month or something, is there's a little drain tap underneath, and you're supposed to open that tap and let some of the fuel out. It will drain water. If there's any water there, it will drain out. But it also gives you a chance to look at the fuel, and you can look at the fuel and see if there was water in it. It just gives you a good idea what's going on. So let's go under and see if I can remember where that is. Okay, if I remember right, it's on the driver's side, somewhere around where I've got this cardboard. Now you don't need any tools, you can use your fingers, but you just need a container to drain it into. Okay. Did I come into the right area? Aha. Okay, there it is. Right up in here. Okay. You can see a little lever on the left hand side. First you see the drain right there. There's a little lever right here, and that's the lever you want to turn. It pulls outwards and towards the passenger side, and then forwards towards the front of the truck. You don't have to drain a whole ton of it out. It doesn't take that much before you can actually see what it's going to be like. It's a yellow lever, but it might be tough to see that it's a yellow lever. Okay, now I drained out not all that much. There is some dirt in it, but I believe the dirt just came from the little drain spout. If not, it doesn't matter all that much because it's on the other side of the filter, which is right here as well. This is where your other fuel filter is, and it's tricky to get out. I mean, you can do it, but it's just a little bit, you got to mess around with it a bit. So now, well, I'll come out of here and I'll show you this. There doesn't appear to be any moisture in it, so that's good. Okay, so this little bit of, let's see if I can get a good look. A little bit of dirt in the corner there, that just came out of the, that was just on the little nipple thing, so on the drain. The fuel is clean, so that's good. Now I have a little thing of fuel I don't know what to do with. Now another good practice to do, I think, would be when you go to start your vehicle after you've drained this like that, you should turn your ignition to the on position, turn it off, turn it to the on position a few times just to get the fuel to pump back through the filter, the stuff that you've drained out, because you've caused a air bubble in it. So anyways, I think that's all you need to know. And your diesel should last you forever. Well, it's definitely not getting any better, I can tell you that. You can see it up on the top of the mountain as well. Okay, so 24 hours ago it was 3,000 hectares. And now it's really tough to tell because it's up over the mountain. But you can see by the footage that it's
extremely close to some properties. There's cabins, and some people actually they live there year round too. It looks like you can throw a rock from their house to the fire.